Hi, guys. This is Carrie with Fullerton Professional Organizing. On this podcast, we help you declutter your faith, your home, and your business. And today we are talking about baskets and doom piles. But first, we're going to tell you how to use a basket or two to reset your home. I love this idea, especially in the living room. Let's say someone calls you and says they want to come over, and you just have a lot of stuff scattered on your coffee table or throughout your living room. You can just grab a basket and quickly pick up all the things that are out of place and throw it in a basket. Put a lid on it and no one knows it's there. But this take that we're going to talk about is a little different from that, but it's the same idea. I like having a permanent basket in my living room that when other family members leave their things out and don't put them away, I can just throw them in that basket and put a lid on it until they ask where it's at, and then I can tell them where to find it. Now, I actually have one of those baskets right now in my garage. Now, let me tell you how that started. My refrigerator, the ice maker hasn't been working for a very long time. And our refrigerator was just starting to look worn. And my husband didn't like it. I would have let it run until it stopped running, no matter how it looked. But my husband was tired of it. He really wants that ice maker working. So we bought a new refrigerator. Well, in the process of buying a new refrigerator, we didn't want to have to worry about how tall it was or how wide it was. We wanted what we wanted. So we also tore out one cabinet that was between the refrigerator and the door entryway, not really a door, but the entryway into our galley kitchen. And when you have a galley kitchen, if you open the refrigerator while you're cooking, no one can get in and out of the kitchen. The kitchen just feels claustrophobic when that happens. So sliding the refrigerator down where that cabinet is that we pulled out, that means we pulled out a cabinet and we pulled out a drawer. It happened to be a drawer that I was using as a utility drawer, but I just switched it to the other drawer straight across from it. And then I had a junk drawer and a utility drawer. So the junk drawer went into a basket, and all the things that I have not yet found a place for in my kitchen. I had Bible study. I just picked up a bunch of stuff that was out of place and put it in that basket. Now, we've worked on it. Half of the stuff went into the garage anyway, and there are a few items. I found a drawer in the garage for the junk drawer to go. But what I'm saying is it was a quick way to get the stuff out of the kitchen, out of the living room, and I put it in the garage so that I could have Bible study. Sorry, guys. So that is a temporary basket used for this purpose that we're going to talk about. But how to reset your home quickly with just a basket or two. We've all been there. Life gets busy, the house starts feeling out of control, and you don't even know where to begin. The good news is you don't need hours or a full organizing project to feel like your home has had a reset. Sometimes all it takes is a basket or two and a few minutes of an intentional action. Now, sometimes I like to clean my house this way. Your house gets completely clean really quick. You throw everything into a basket, and throughout the week, you can take things out and put it away. Or, and we'll leave the or for a little later, but let me walk you through how this simple reset works and why it's so powerful and how you can make it part of your daily or weekly rhythm like I have. Now, what the basket method is, at its core, the basket reset method is exactly what it sounds like, exactly what I had described above. Grabbing one or two baskets and doing a quick sweep throughout your entire home. Anything that doesn't belong in a space goes in the basket. Instead of wandering room to room back and forth with a single item at a time, which eats up energy and focus, you can collect everything in the basket at once. When you're finished, you do a quick return trip, putting items back where they belong. The baskets can be laundry hampers, toy bins, or decorative woven baskets. It doesn't matter. What matters is using them as temporary collections of stuff, clutter, or things that need to be put away so you can bring your home back to reset quickly. I mean, it's so awesome to throw everything into a laundry basket and then look around the room and see, all right, it's already clean. Now I can take my time putting away all the items in the basket. So after a busy day, maybe kids' shoes, school paper, snacks, mail, it all piles up. A 10-minute basket reset before bed makes the next morning so much smoother, especially if everyone that lives in your home pitches in. Before guests arrive, instead of stressing about a messy living room, grab a basket and do a fast sweep. It instantly freshens up your living room. And if you do it throughout the house, it freshens out the house. It just makes things look less overwhelming. During transitions, maybe heading into the weekend or starting a new work week, use the basket method to clear visual clutter and reset your environment. When you're overwhelmed, and that's when I do it, when I need to clean up fast and I'm overwhelmed. If you're standing in the middle of a messy room thinking, oh, where do I start? Where do I begin? That is when I use the method. So, why the benefits of this basket reset are: one, it just saves time and energy. Instead of running back and forth, you're gathering everything at once. Two, reduces overwhelm. The basket creates a clear boundary. It feels doable, even if the room is a mess, but it also makes the room clean quickly. Three, quick wins, which is what I was mentioning. You don't need to organize the whole closet or deep clean the kitchen to feel at ease. A basket reset delivers instant relief. Four, creates habits. Over time, this simple routine builds into a routine that helps you stay on top of clutter. So, step by step, grab your basket. One is usually enough, but if you have a large space or multiple family members, you may need two. Number two, pick up room or zone. Don't try to tackle the whole house at once. Start with the living room. That's the first room people will see anyway. Kitchen or main entryway. Sweep the space. That's number three. What I mean by that is just quickly gathering and collecting items that don't belong: shoes, toys, cups, papers, random stuff. Four, take the basket with you once it's full or you've done your sweep. walk the basket to each room and return items to their proper place. Or you can have all the family members come and get their items, and whatever's left is yours. 5, repeat if needed. If you have energy, do another zone. If not, celebrate that you made a visible progress. Now, if you discover items that don't have a true home, set them aside in a small container to declutter later. Now, making it work for your family may mean kids' version, give each child their own basket after dinner or before bed. Have them do a quick sweep of their own belongings. Or here's another idea, couple reset. Grab 2 baskets, one for each of you. Set a timer for 10 minutes. See who can reset more areas. Weekly habit. Choose a day like Sunday evening or any evening for a full home reset with baskets. It prepares your space for the week ahead. All right. Now, remember, organizing doesn't have to be overwhelming or complicated. Sometimes it's just the smallest, simplest systems that keep us steady. A basket or 2 can reset not just your home, but also your mindset. Every time you do it, you're telling yourself, I can bring order, I can create peace, I can make this space serve my family again. Now, try the basket reset today. Grab one basket, pick one room, set a timer for 10 minutes. You'll be amazed at how quickly your home feels fresh again. Now, let's talk about doom piles. Now, we don't want this basket reset to turn into doom piles. Now, we all know that feeling. The kitchen counter stacked with unopened mail, a coffee table covered in I'll deal with it later piles, or the spare chair in the corner that somehow turned into a landing zone. Those landing zones can be dangerous sometimes. It's a landing zone. It turned into a landing zone for laundry or books or everything in between. These little stacks are what I like to call doom piles. And the real major doom piles are paperwork and mail and magazines. Anything paper related can turn into doom piles. At first, they do seem harmless, but left unchecked, they steal your space, slow down routines, and quickly whisper that you're behind on life. The good news is you don't have to stay stuck under them. Let's walk through what doom piles really are, why they form, and how you can declutter, organize, and stop them from taking over again. So let me repeat. We love the basket method for quick resets, but we don't want them to become doom piles or procrastinated decisions. So a doom pile isn't just a stack of stuff, it's a decision pile. Every item in it represents something unfinished, a bill that needs to be paid, or bill that needs to be paid, or clothes that need to be put away, paper that needs to be filed, or something that needs to be read, a magazine, anything that needs action, but are not emergency actions. You don't know, and you just don't know what to do with it. Well, instead of making the decision in the moment, Everything gets pushed into a pile with the hope of sorting it later. And then the pile grows, and soon it feels too big to handle. And then you gather it up and you hide it, and then you start another pile. Doom piles can show up anywhere on flat surfaces, closets, and digital spaces like email boxes. Your email can turn into a doom pile. That's probably what mine is right now. What matters is that they represent postponed decisions. Now, they drain our energy, even if you try to ignore them. Your brain registers clutter as unfinished business. That silent mental weight creates stress. They waste time. How many minutes? How many minutes just get lost searching through a pile for that one paper or that receipt or that phone charger or any item we're looking for? Doom piles hide what we need most. They block joy. A cluttered corner keeps you from enjoying your home. The one spot always nags at you in the background, especially if you have multiple doom piles, doom drawers, doom cabinets, doom bedrooms. Once you allow one to grow, it's easy for others to follow. Clutter attracts clutter. In short, doom piles are more than mess, they're momentum killers. Breaking the cycle clears not only your space, but also your mind. Now, here are some things that we can do. One is first to declutter. Start by tackling one pile at a time. Don't try to fix the whole house or all the piles at once. Sort quickly, grab 3 containers, keep, toss, donate. Touch once. When you pick something up, decide immediately, no setting it back down. Work small. Give yourself 15 minutes. You'll be amazed at how much disappears when you stay focused. I mean, you can do 15 minutes right before breakfast, 15 minutes right before lunch, and 15 minutes right before supper. That is a total of 45 minutes that you've spent daily on doom piles that you want to get rid of. Number 2, organize with intention. Once the pile is gone, the real key is giving every item a home. Creating landing zones, have a tray for mail, a basket for shoes, or a hook for keys. Label where it lives. Labels aren't just for pantries. They remind you and your family where things belong. Contain categories. And remember, your containers are your containers. Don't buy more containers. Let's make sure your things fit in the container that you have, your home, your drawers. Group similar items together. Pens in a cup, not 2 cups, not 3 cups, a cup. Papers in a file, only different categories if you're going to have different files. Chargers in all the same drawer. Containers keep categories from wandering around the whole house. 3, to prevent those future piles, decluttering once feels great, but preventing doom piles is where lasting peace comes in. Practice the 1-minute rule. If something takes less than a minute to put away, do it right away. Schedule resets into your calendar. A 5-minute evening tidy, 15-minute evening tidy with a basket stops piles before they form. Teach the household. Organization sticks when everyone knows where things belong and when you make it a family habit, not just your job. Ruthlessly edit if you notice items constantly left out. Do you really need this? Too much stuff guarantees more piles. Always ask, do you need this? Now, doom piles don't mean you're lazy or failing. They mean life is full, you're super busy, but decisions still need to be paid. Decisions still need to be made. Life is full and decisions pile up faster than you have time to deal with them. But you're not stuck. One small step at a time, decluttering a pile, giving items homes, and building simple habits will shift the atmosphere of your home. Imagine walking into your living room or guest room or any room and seeing a clear table instead of a tower of papers, or stepping into the kitchen and knowing exactly where everything belongs. That kind of peace is possible, and it starts with choosing to tackle just one pile, one day at a time. So look around your home. You can look right now. Pick one pile, just one. Grab a basket, set a timer, and work through it. That small victory is the first step toward a home where doom piles no longer stand in your way. Now, there's also another way. If your doom piles have gotten out of hand, like a few of my clients, they have called me. I can help you. Fullerton Professional Organizing works in person and virtual to help you with your doom piles. All right, guys, let me show you some other things. I'm going to start showing you one thing at a time that I use in my home and that I really love at the end of every video. Now, the first thing I'm going to show you is, now you can get any brand that you like on Amazon. This particular one was sent to me for free, but there were two of them, and this broke immediately, and I wasn't able to give this brand a good review. That's why I'm not going to tell you what brand it is, but you can find these on Amazon. I bought one that had a leather handle and was solid colored, and it was even less expensive than the what this one was selling for. Even though I did get it for free, I felt like it was very expensive, and I felt like this one was Dollar Tree quality. But you can get some really nice ones on Amazon. I did, like I said, finally bought some, and they have leather handles, and they have worked great for me. But this is for sheets. And this is how it opens up. Once you put your sheets in here, you can put them in your closet like a library of books. So it takes up so much less space, and it just looks so nice and neat. Now, you open it. I'm going to show you how. I'm going to get back here so I can show you. It has Velcro. And the only reason I'm showing you this one instead of the other ones that I bought is just because this one was empty. So this is how it is. And it opens up like that. And then it also has a zipper here. So you can lay this on your bed and just stack up your sheets. And then you zip it back up. Now, I don't do all of that. I really only open mine up like this, and I stick my sheets in and then Velcro it. So I'm going to tell you, I really do love these, and I do not remember the brand that I bought after I got this one for free. And the seller of this one really did not like my review of this brand. But you can find some real nice ones. And I should have showed you that one. I didn't intend on saying all of this about the review. But if you don't want to purchase something like this, then Dollar Tree has these bins and you can fit your sheets in like this. And of course, earlier I said that one was empty because this one was the one, it was empty because it was in my son's room. And instead of grabbing the one that I had these in and showing you that one, I don't know why. But anyway, these are the sheets that I had in the ones in my linen closet. So you can do this or this, and they fit nicely in your closet. I just thought I'd show you two options that work really well in linen closets. And I will end here. This is Fullerton Professional Organizing. I do in-person and virtual organizing, and I will see you on the next video. Thank you for watching.